Functional finance. The principle of functional finance is a Keynesian idea, but the term was coined by an American economist, A.P. Lerner, a strong follower of Keynes. Functional finance is an economic theory based on effective demand principles. It states that government should finance itself to meet explicit goals such as taming the business cycle, achieving full employment, ensuring growth and low inflation. In modern times, budget is considered as an effective instrument to correct economic instability. Instability is the indispensable or essential condition of a capitalist country. Then the budget should never be balanced one. It must be counter-cyclical in nature. That is, deficit budget during depression and unemployment and surplus budget during a period of over full employment and inflation. This is the essence of functional finance. In the words of Professor Gunnar Myrdal, unbalancing the budget for balancing the economy is the secret of functional finance. The advocates of functional finance argue that it will be more effective if a combination of tax cut and increase in expenditure is applied to eliminate the problem of depression. Similarly, inflation can be effectively fought out through the double action of increased revenue of the government and reduced public expenditure. Professor J. Penn says, according to the principle of functional finance, the government no longer aims at a balanced budget but at a balanced national economy. Public finance becomes the great regulator of activity. In advanced countries, functional finance aims at full employment with stability. In underdeveloped countries, it is confronted with the problems of economic growth, removal of poverty, and equal distribution of income. Deficit financing is found effective in underdeveloped countries for promoting economic growth. A balanced budget is recommended when the economy is at full employment or nearing full employment. Havelmo effect or hyper-Keynesian model. The theorem of T. Havelmo is a bone of contention among modern economists. It investigates what happens if the government increases its expenditure and at the same time increases the tax burden by the same amount. Havelmo presents a raised but balanced budget. Delta G equal to delta T. Government expenditure equal to tax. Taxation can have a major impact on economic growth by the working of the inverted Havelmo effect. This is the occurrence of a negative balanced budget multiplier instead of a positive Keynesian one, as a result of simultaneous in public spending and taxation. At the first sight, it is tempting to reason as follows. The positive income effect of increase in government expenditure is nullified by the negative income effect of additional taxation. Therefore, C plus I, income and employment will remain unchanged. But this is wrong. The increase in government expenditure gives employment and income to some people who were previously unemployed. Consequently, their consumption increases. The same amount is collected from some others, means higher income group, by the government through taxation. But their consumption does not fall. Therefore, the net result is an increase in consumption. As the total expenditure of the economy increases, there is an increase in income, output, and employment. This is known as the Havelmo effect. The practical importance of the Havelmo effect is that a depression can be fought out even without a budgetary deficit. A raised and balanced budget has a reflationary effect. This reasoning is based upon an important assumption of the existence of unemployment in the economy. The newly employed people before the increase in government expenditure were previously unemployed. Havelmo effect has been humorously compared to a thirsty person drinking a glass of water. The same quantity of water leaves his body in the form of sweat, urine, etc. This does not mean that the intake of water had no effect. His thirst has been satisfied with that glass of water.